everyone, Naomi here at Berkshire Health Clinic. Today's video is just going to take you through some stretches that are perfect for if you do a lot of running. So I'm going to start with my toes tucked underneath, and then from here you're going to sit back onto your heels, keeping your spine as tall as you can. So you should start to feel a stretch through the bottom of your feet there. You might find that you don't feel that much of a stretch, or it might feel really intense for you. But we're going to sit and hold for 30 seconds. If it gets too painful, then you come out earlier. But we'll hold this stretch for 30 seconds here. So this is just stretching out the underneath of your feet. That's going to get tight if you do a lot of running, walking. So this is a really nice one you can do. An alternative is using a spiky massage ball and rolling that under your feet if you find this one too intense, or if you don't feel like you're feeling a stretch at all. Once we've gone here, we're going to start by taking the right leg out in front, so we're in a kneeling position. And then we're going to start by stretching the hip flexors. So from here, we're going to think about tucking under the pelvis. So you're pushing forwards into the hip, and then here, take the weight forwards into the front leg. So you should feel a stretch through the front of your hip and down the front of your quad. And again, we're going to hold for 30 seconds. Good, once you've held there for 30 seconds, we're going to come out into a lunge. So you're going to tuck the toes underneath on your back foot. Hands are going to come on the inside of your right leg, and then from here you're extending that back leg as straight as you can, keeping the hips low and pushing forwards. So we're getting a bit more of an intense stretch down the back leg there, and also in the front hip. Once again, holding the stretch for about 30 seconds. If you think you want to increase the stretch from here, you can lower the forearms down onto the ground and hold the stretch there. If not, just keep on your hands, that's absolutely fine. Good, on to the next one. So we're lowering down the back knee again. But this time we're keeping that weight pushing forward, so we're in a bit of a longer lunge here. We're going to reach the hands all the way forwards, lifting up and back, taking the eye line and the chest up towards the ceiling, so we're getting a stretch right through the front of the body here. Hold at the top. And we're going to do the same again, so you'll reach the arms forward, so you get a really long stretch as you reach up and back. Good, we're going to do it one more time, so 3 times in total. Good, then from here, hands are going to go on either side of that right leg. Good, so you might need to walk your foot slightly into the centre, that's fine. We're going to straighten both our legs, so we're coming up onto 2 feet. Bring that back leg further in. Make sure the toes are still facing forwards. Keep the fingertips as close to the floor as you can. Keeping both legs as straight as you can, and head over towards the knee. You'll feel this stretch down the back of this front leg into your hamstring, maybe a bit into your adductors as well. And again, holding for 30 seconds. Good, staying in this position, we're going to really increase the stretch now. So my front foot, I'm going to pull my toes just off the mat as much as I can. So my weight's on my heel, and you'll feel that really down the back of that whole leg and probably into your calf now as well. A really intense stretch. So we're only going to hold here for about 15 seconds. Good, you can lower the toes back down. Bring yourself back down onto the mat, so we're kneeling. And we're going to swap over to the other side. So taking the left leg forward, starting again. So from here, we're tucking the pelvis underneath, pushing forwards into the hip. And again, pushing that weight forwards into the front leg. Hold in here for 30 seconds. Same again on this side. So the hands are going down onto the mat on the inside of that left leg. Tucking the toes underneath on the back leg and straightening out. Good. Keep the weight pushing forwards and down into that hip. And again, same on this side. If you want to increase the stretch, lower the forearms down onto the mat. Good, we're going to do exactly the same, both those stretches on the other side. So left leg forward this time, taking the right leg back. So the first one, we're keeping the front leg bent, back leg straight, toes facing forwards, heel pushing down and towards the mat, and holding. And then the same on this side, bringing the foot slightly closer into the front leg. And keeping the weight central, bending both knees. So hopefully that helps give you some idea of a stretching routine that you can do after every run that you do. You can also use foam rollers and things. They're great for cooling down after a run as well. If you've got any questions or queries, feel free to pop them in the comments, and make sure you like and subscribe to see more.